and gentlemen, this is where all the work we did comes to life now. Our prep work was the hardest part. Okay, here is the product in its packaging for what that's worth. All right, Vivid on Amazon, somewhere between $11 to $13 for 5 foot by 1.5 foot roll, I think. This is just wide enough, you know, to do this baby with, right there. And this is it, guys. This is like, you can order this tool. When you order this, it'll pop up at the bottom, buy this plus this plus this, or just look it up. I don't know what the hell it's called, but you know, let's just put down vinyl tool, vinyl smoothing tool, something like that. All right, so I am not a expert at this, but I've done it enough times now. I did almost 2 drum sets, and I think, I don't know if we have to cut this. I don't think we do, but let's test it out really quick. I think it's going to be just enough to wrap it and knead it. Might have to cut it, don't remember much. There's a mathematical equation you can use to measure, to make sure you get enough. I'm not going to do that. Okay, I am going to cut it because that's too much of an overhang. So there's writing on here, and I want like maybe about a 1/2 inch overhang. So I'm going to cut it right along this line right here, formed by that plus sign. I hope you can see that. I'm not concerned if it's going to be perfect. And then you can save this for whatever. And I'm going to start with the cut end first. So I don't know if this is the right way, but this is the way I like to do it. That's always going to be towards the back, facing the drummer, and the other end will be facing the audience. Is anybody even going to get close enough to notice that? I have no flicking idea. So I want to get a rough look at that. That's pretty good right there. I want to make sure I got you guys in the camera. Looks like I do. And I'm going to open this up enough so that I can try to make as straight a line as possible. Now, there is an art form to doing this without going crooked. I have not mastered that, but I know I'm going to do good enough because I have at least 1 inch overhang for both sides. So I know, oh lordy, please. Okay, see what can happen? All right, so I'm going to try to roughly eyeball estimate enough straight line and enough. All right, I got too much exposed here. So, and I might have made some wrinkles on my When you're doing this stuff for the camera, that's where you're gonna make all your damn mistakes. When you're doing it not in front of the camera, I've had a fairly easy time with this. All right, I kind of got some crappy looking wrinkles right here. Hope I can get that out. And sometimes the heat gun will take it out. But I don't know. All right, so the glory of this product is supposed to be the ability to work these bubbles out. And what I also find is in the beginning, you got a little bit of wiggle room, but once you start going down, you start losing that wiggle room. I think I'm starting to see some imperfections already, which is what I was afraid of. I kind of had a feeling with this drum that was going to be the case. All right, am I fairly straight? I hope so. Am I on a big angle? I might be. Guys, I'm telling you, man, this initial drop is like I have not had this much trouble with my other drums that I did, and I'm really worried here that I'm going to be on an angle. I've already lost quite a bit. All right, we'll just go for it. I mean, worst case scenario, I gotta wait another 3 days and order another roll. But if we're crooked as hell when we start out, it's not gonna get any better as we go along. Doesn't help pulling it up like that. But that doesn't mean we're not going to have a good, successful, but definitely was my worst start, even on the first one I ever did. It was not as bad as this. So, we'll see. Hopefully, as we get going here and spread this baby out, she'll give good. And but right now, it is like horrible, man. All right. I guess if it was easy, anyone and everyone can do it, right? All right. Hopefully we can start moving a little faster here soon. So again, nothing really exciting here happening, but man, am I nervous about this sucker, because like I said, the roughest start I've had to date. I would say all the other drums have gone a lot smoother. I will say that also this is the roughest drum that I've had to work with shell wise. We got all of the leg mounts mounted. And they will go on like that. And just for the hell of it, I want to put the legs on because I want to see what it looks like next to the other one. So we'll come back for that. Okay, guys. Okay, guys, that's what she looks like lined up with the other guys. So slowly but surely, man, we're getting there. Little by little, inch by inch. There's the black set over there, and there's the 16-inch that was with this one. But like I said, you see how you got the short, fat-looking toms, and it just matches that set better. And this one is long. I know it's hard to see because we're in such a tight angle. This matches this set better. That would look a lot better in the black wrap, and you wouldn't see the imperfections as well. But also, I'm just like I said, I don't know. I just, I know what angle you're sitting at, the color is going to look different. So I guess it matches because it looks more purple, but than this one. But it's a different angle, and the camera's in the way right now, and I can't really get on that side to see. But I'm sure, I go to the other side and look. Let me see what it looks like on the other side. Oh yeah. They both kind of look a little like they match a little better, so I think it'll be all right. All right. So now we gotta wait for some more parts to come in the mail so we can figure out what to do next. All right, later, guys. Okay, so we got everything taped up, and we determined that the same size drill bit that we used to make the tom leg mounts with is the same holes, same size we need for this. And we reamed these out, the existing holes. It wasn't too much. We reamed them out. Now we're getting ready to do our measurements. And got 18 chances of, 8 and 8 is 16 chances of screwing this up. So I determined it's 2 inches from hole to hole. So we'll see. So I'm gonna do my straight, I'm not gonna video it, I'm just explaining it to you. I'm gonna do my straight lines, and then I decided that it's best to, this is too far away and I would need longer tension rods. This is a little bit closer than the Tay drums are, but I don't feel like drilling 2 brand new holes and puttying up these holes. So we're just gonna go like this, and that's it. So once I get this done, I'll come back. Again, same process we showed earlier, we're gonna do again. Well, guys, after a valiant effort and a great brave attempt, I'm gonna call it a bust on this restoration project. There are several factors why, and let's just start out with the quality of the shell after we peeled off the wrap. I mean, again, I don't think Rockstar was the Tama's lowest level drum. I think it was up at least 1 notch above. I think Imperial Star is their lowest one, or I don't know. I think maybe, like I said, I honestly don't know. I think the Rockstar was a little bit better quality drum, but after you peel the wrap off of it, you see that the shell just really wasn't very pretty at all, and we did lose some of that top layer to the glue, and So you put the wrap on it, it hides it really well. I mean, you guys probably can't see it. There are a lot of imperfections. I think the drilling for the Tom leg mounts went really well. And I'm glad because now I know I can do it with my good 16-inch Tom that I need for the black set, and now not have very many problems. But the holes for the lugs, they all fit, they all go in, but there's a lot of slipping and sliding. This is my first time ever doing it, and I had problems, and some of the holes are just horrible. This one in particular, there's a few others, and I'm like, there you go, this one is the worst one. Slipped, and it's like, it just wasn't easy for me. I had a hard time. Maybe I need those drill bits with the little tips on them that, you know, pierce first, and then it drills out the hole. But I think that's what sealed the deal on this. I tell you what, when the lugs come in, we'll still put it together and see what it sounds like. But I'm calling a bust on this one. I am gonna wrap it up with this video. When we get the parts in, we'll put it together, we'll see what it sounds like, and that'll be it. I will then decommission it. And I know there's a Tay 16-inch Tom on eBay. It's not the Pro X, it's another one, but it has all the same hardware, everything. I mean, literally looks the same. And I don't know if it has a wrap on it. Like I said, the ties that I had were all finished wood, and I thought it was bad, but after, you know, doing some patching, which was way less than what we had to do on this one, and those things are beautiful. You know, there's a few discrepancies, but they're, compared to this, they're beautiful. This was heartbreaking. I mean, I really wanted to take a $10 Tom and make it a $250, $80 Tom, but oh well. But I guess the beauty of it is I only spent $10 on the drum. I'm able to reuse all the parts I ordered for other Tay projects. Tay or Ty, Jesus, I don't know how to say it. And I learned a lot, and I learned how difficult it is to do this. The Tom leg mounts were not hard. This was hard. All right, so we'll come back later and put her together, play her a little bit, see what she sounds like, and call this one a bust. As a retired Marine gunnery sergeant, I don't accept failure very well at all, but sometimes it is what it is. Okay, we'll come back, guys. So as we continue on with this saga of the 16-inch tom drum for the blue set, I went ahead and ordered this on eBay. The beauty of this is, one, it's a Tay. It's a Rock Pro, but it's the same family. It is in almost perfect condition. So all we're gonna do is strip off all the hardware, and I'm hoping the hardware that I have will fit on here, but just looking at it, I can tell it won't. And I don't want to drill this. I just want to keep it original. So I either got to get new Tom legs. Well, I'm gonna get new Tom legs for this baby. Hopefully I have some old beat up ones that I can use for now. And I'm not going to videotape this guy or film it or whatever term we want to use, camera it, iPhone it. I'm just going to strip everything off, rewrap it, set it up, put it with the drum set, and show you what the final product looks like, because this was never the intent until we totally saw how screwed up the remake of the Tama Rock Pro was. So just want to tell you what I did. Remember that one was $10. This one, total shipping, everything, I think about 150-ish. So you spend that much, you're going to expect to get something in a lot better shape. So that's what we have. So rewrap, new heads, take the badge off. It will not have a badge on it when we're done. Nice, beautiful, smooth surface to rewrap. I'm just going to keep this. I don't even want to take a chance of taking off the factory wrap. The drums that I rebuilt, guys, the 2 drum sets that we made the black and the blue set from were natural wood finishes. They were like a beautiful teal-ish, greenish, I mean, not quite teal, but teal-ish, green and more blue-ish. And beautiful. I'm sure when they were brand new, they were beautiful. So the shells were in like perfect conditions other than the dings and dents, because they were gigging drums. I know the first set I got here locally in Corpus, although Guitar Center didn't tell me who, they said it was a local artist, so I know he gigged. And then the second set I drove to Louisiana to get from the guy from eBay, and he was a gigging drummer also. So they were both gig drum sets. They had the normal wear and tear on them. I don't know how old they are. We can assume that those drums were from early 2000s maybe. But they were beautiful, and but they had a lot of dings and dents, and we filled the dings and dents, sanded it, and resurfaced it. And they were a lot easier to work with than the Tama that we stripped the cover off of. And then the shell was not as pretty as I thought it was going to be, guys. I mean, I really expected it to be in a lot better shape. Yeah, we peeled a little bit of the surface wood off of it, but still, I expected a lot better. So that is what it is. All I'm going to do is take the hardware off, clean it, and wrap it. And I'm not going to videotape and show, because we already kind of did that, and you can watch other guys' videos. So I'm going to shut the camera down. I'm going to work on this baby. And when I come back, she'll have the new head on her. I have to order a new resonant head, and it'll match the blue drum set, and all this hardware we put back on, and we'll look at the final product once and for all. Okay, so I have not given up on this. Actually, I did give up on it, but I want to resurrect it now. So we're gonna give this another whack. And I heard something on YouTube, and then I researched it on YouTube, but I couldn't find anything on it. I don't want to say what it is yet. I want to keep it a surprise for a while. Or not a surprise, but a secret. I don't know, a surprise secret / I want to try something. And I don't know if anyone's tried it, but I couldn't find anything on YouTube. But I heard something that just keyed my interest. And like I said, I searched it and I couldn't find anything on it. So I'm going to take this wrap off. And wasted $15 or $12, whatever the hell it was. And all the time we wasted on this. And we drilled holes in it and everything. But that's fine. I'm going to heat it, take it off. All right. Just heat this up with a heat gun a little bit, and it peels off a lot easier than what's happening right here, right now. Right? I'm going to fill the holes that I drilled, because we're going to redo the drilling again. All right. And the filler that I'm using, that's really good filler, man. I mean, I'm impressed with it, so I'm going to try it. And we're going to probably re-drill in the same area again, but it's okay. All right, I think it's going to work. But the bottom line is it's an experiment anyway. And then what I'm going to do to this will reinforce everything anyway. And then I'll give you one hint of what we're going to do on the inside just to help hide everything and make it look prettier. Is the same paint they use on speakers to give speakers a new coat, which is a good heavy-duty paint and a nice rough texture, almost like a bed liner. I'm going to clean up the inside and paint the inside with that. I'm not going to tell you what I'm going to do on the outside yet. I want to keep that top secret for now. And I don't know if it's a technique or not that anyone uses, but we're going to try it right here. Maybe we're going to be the first ones ever. Maybe we're going to come up with a new way of fixing drums and making them even better. That's what we do here on Monster Maker, man. We make monsters, all right? We're going to, we consider this a monster. So I'm going to do what I said I was going to do, heat it, peel it, patch it, come back, and we'll take it from there.